listening to Cowboy Logic with Jason Forby, a message of grace and hope.
How is everybody? Good. Well, Dad asked me a while ago to get up here and talk, and I've kind of known what I was going to talk about, but I didn't know what's the purpose behind it, I guess. I've been trying to figure that out for a while, and I talked to Richard and Mary, and they were like, well, it'll just come when it's supposed to come. And I was like, well, I know, but but I want to know now. And that night, when I was getting ready for bed, it clicked, and I was like, okay, this is what we're going to talk about, I guess. So I'm going to try to put it all together where it makes sense for you guys, but I'm a little nervous, so we'll see if I get there. But I'm going to talk about self-confidence. And I know that kind of sounds like, how are you going to make that make sense, I guess. But so Dad told you guys a while ago about my horse sale story. If you haven't heard it, a couple years ago, I had a horse that I was wanting to train and resell, and so I took him to the horse sale, and he flipped out, and it was bad. We got in bad horse wreck. So it was pretty traumatizing, actually. I would tell people that I wasn't scared anymore, that it didn't bother me anymore, but it still did a little bit. So I was still pretty scared every time I got on a horse. That was still in the back of my mind that happened, and I was trying to get rid of that. There was two sides of me almost, where I knew I didn't need to have that, but it was still there. And so last fall, I started working with this little pony, and I loved him. We instantly clicked. He was my pony. And I'm going to try not to cry. I'm probably going to cry because I'm nervous and I'm up here. But almost every day I got on him, it seemed like God was teaching me something through him, which might be crazy to some people, but it did. It seemed like I was always learning something. And one day I was riding him. I rode him in the arena tons of times, and there was one corner that he was scared of for some reason this day. And I was like, come on, bud. We've been around this corner thousands of times. Why are you scared of that corner? There's nothing in there that's going to get you. And I was, trying to kick him over to that corner. He wouldn't go, whatever. So after the fact, I was kind of thinking, he knows that there's nothing in that corner. He knows that he's rode in here 1,000 times. He knows that I'm on him. He can feel me. He can hear me. He knows that everything's okay. But he's still scared of that corner, and he would not go over there. So finally I was like, well, I'll just get off, and I'll walk him over there so he kind of sees that, there's nothing to be afraid of. And as soon as I got off and I walked him over there, he walked right to it. So I was like, how does that make sense? What's the reasoning behind that? And I guess after I think about it, if I'm scared of something, I know that God's with me. I know that I shouldn't be scared, and I know that there's not something there, but if my dad walked me to something that I was scared, I probably wouldn't be scared of it either. So, what's the line there? Why? So I was like, maybe he doesn't have confidence in himself yet. Maybe he doesn't know that he could protect himself if something came out in that corner. So you might be thinking, where are you going to make this make sense? So I'm trying to get there. So my whole plan with this pony was to train him and sell him. So finally Dad told me there's a horse sale coming up, and do you want to take him? And I was like, yeah, sure, we'll go. So taking him to the same sale barn where I had my last wreck. I wasn't scared, but it was still running through my head that that's what happened last time and what's going to happen this time. The whole day I was just kind of battling myself, because where we had my horse tied waiting to sell him, I could see the fence that my back fell on and broke. I could see it the whole entire day. So I was just kind of one half of me was saying, Emma, you know that you're okay. You know this pony is always taking care of me. Your whole family pretty much is here, your dad's here. And most importantly, I'm like, God literally has protected me in every single point of my life. So why am I nervous? But then the other part is it's going to happen again. You're going to get to that same spot, and it's going to happen again, and your horse is going to hurt you worse this time than he did last time. And so the whole day I'm battling myself and how do I figure this out? How do I get rid of that side of that's doubting me and saying that my horse is going to hurt me? to get up to where we sell them, I got on my horse and I have to wait a while to get to that spot for all the other horses to go. The only way I can describe how I was feeling is, in the movies when like a bomb goes off or something and there's like, they can't hear anybody really, like they can't, and it's all blurred and like everything's happening. And that's kind of what was happening to me, because I'm sitting here and like had all these thoughts, and people are running into my horse and people are everywhere, and there's people asking me about my horse, and my family was there, which I'm super thankful for, but you could tell were worried about me and knew what I was thinking, and so they're trying to ask me if I'm okay, and my dad's up there, and me and my horse, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it just was all blurred, and I don't really even know how to describe it. And so I was just kind of, like I said earlier, like just sitting there thinking, like, why am I still afraid of this? Like, I knew where it was coming from, obviously, because that was traumatizing, but how do I get rid of that? Because I know that I don't have to have that, but like, why is that still there, and why is it still bothering me? Like I said, for weeks, I was just trying to figure out, like, what were you trying to teach me there? Like, yeah, I know I overcame my fear, and I'm happy that I did, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm glad that I did that, and I overcame it, but like I feel like I'm supposed to get something from that, and I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me here. So now I'm working with a new pony that I have, and she does not like me. She will not let me touch her. She won't let me catch her. Dad finally caught her the other day, but she does not like people. She's scared of people for some reason. I don't know if something happened or what. We finally can get her caught, and every day I'll go out there and brush her. I can't do anything else but brush her. I have to be real slow, like I'm moving like this, because anytime I get close to her, she starts shaking because she's so scared of me. One day I was out there and I was brushing her, so like I kind of, slowly like have to move over to her, and she shakes a little, and she let me brush her that day. That was the first day she'd ever let me brush her, because usually I would just barely get to touch her and she'd flip out, and so I'd step back and be like, okay, it's fine, like you let me touch you, we're taking that. So she let me brush her that day, and I was standing there and I was like, wow, like you're making progress finally, like you're finally letting me brush you, like maybe you'll like me now. And she is just sitting there shaking the whole time. You can see her ears, pointing in front of her and looking at me and all over the place. And so I videoed it just because, I post my little TikToks for my shop and all that stuff. And I went back and watched it, and I noticed her being afraid. Like she was, like I said, shaking and, probably scared of everything that was happening right then. And it clicked with me then too, that I was like, man, like she's sitting here thinking there's this scary girl behind me. I don't know what she wants to do to me. There's trees blowing in the wind. Like, what is the wind? What is that noise? What is this behind me? I don't understand what's happening. Something is tying me to this fence. Like, what's going on? And then I was like, and I was sitting there thinking, wow, I am so proud of her. She's awesome. Like, look at her. A few weeks ago, she wouldn't even let me catch her. She wouldn't even let me touch her. And now she's letting me brush her. I was like, how awesome. Like, look how far she's come. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what you want me to get. So, that's how he is with us. Like, I was sitting there getting ready to ride my horse into the sale ring, and I was like, oh my gosh, all the people are running into my horse. What if he kicks somebody? What if he hurts somebody? Technically, it's not my fault, but it is. Like, what if he does the same thing my last horse did? Like, what if all this stuff goes wrong? And then I was like, he's up there thinking, or in me thinking, wow, Emma, a couple years ago, you had something traumatizing happen, and you're sitting here in the exact same place, overcoming that. He's like, wow, I am so proud of you. Like, look at how far you've came. And I was like, okay, like I'm starting to figure this out now. Like, how awesome is that? And so that is my point of this, I guess, is maybe that's the missing piece that I was missing. Like, maybe it's not. This whole time I've been thinking, like, I need to get rid of fear. I need to get rid of fear. Maybe I have. I think I need to start being confident in myself. Like, I know God's got me. I know my horse has got me. So what's the missing piece there? I don't believe in myself. So maybe once I step in, I'm like, okay, Emma, you've literally rode horses since before you could even speak. I'm like, you can handle it. And so have confidence in yourself. You're a son and daughter of the King. Like, you're awesome. And so I don't know, like, whether you're going in for an interview or whatever, like, you've got it. He's got you. You know your stuff. Be confident in what you're wanting to do. And I really think that that's the missing piece for a lot of people is we're not confident in ourselves. I don't know. I just think that that was a big deal for me to figure that out because I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. I struggle a lot with just self-confidence and image and all that stuff. And so I'm like, I think that it was a big deal for me to figure this out because I'm like, I need to believe in myself because he believes in us a ton. And I believe in him. And so I have to believe in myself to get there, I guess. So yeah, just start believing in yourself. You got this in whatever you're wanting to do. You're amazing. He thinks you're amazing. So I have, as Dad would say, I'll put a scripture in here so you guys can say that I read something. But 2 Timothy 1:7 said, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." So I was like, yeah, like I don't have a spirit of fear. I'm controlling my mind. I'm controlling my thoughts. I'm not letting that take over anymore. I'm not dumb because I was scared. Like, I beat myself up after that horse sale because I'm like, why were you scared? Like, your family was there. You knew your horse was fine. God's got you. Like, why were you scared? Like, because I didn't believe in myself. So don't beat yourself up either about stuff. Like, we're trying to get there and you're trying to learn. So yeah, be confident in yourself. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of things to learn and we don't know everything, but who cares? You're going to eventually, like you're getting there. Just step out, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to go do it anyway. Like, I don't know. So, that's really all I have for you guys. Yeah, just be confident in yourselves and what you're doing and because God's got you.
Please follow and share this message. And for more information, visit srcowboychurch.com.